Just turn your video off while you figure it
Because you fix it so if I'm standing right here, shows me. And then would you plug it in? So I can do this first.
All they need is insurance. Like we're towards the end of our documentation, like I can keep that.
$9.59. We'll wait one more minute. $9.59. That never happens to me. Oh. Who's your partner for tech? I can't remember. Oh, it's Andrea. Okay. No, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I didn't see the role. Okay, so I don't know.
Waiting for the job.
Yeah, so they can go Monday. Yeah. My mom's girl, and I thought, oh, I should text Mary, and I didn't. So we are through the space. Hey, 10:01 on my phone. We can start. Hey, welcome, new parents, to IBA. We're always so excited to meet new to IBA people, and I know some of you from previous years, like from Wheelies or middle school, and some are brand new to any IBA, so if I haven't ever met you yet, let's connect. I probably talked with everybody either on phone or on email, so I like to connect with the face. I'm Jane Fisher. The one that waves the baton and then everybody plays their parts. Sherilyn Randall is back here. She is our bookkeeper. She's feeding the accounts. And this is Candy McFadden. She is our head hostler and seamstress. Also a Wonder Woman. This is my son Sam. He coaches for us. I have a lot of my children coaching this year. It's turned out that way. It's not always that way. It's kind of it, you know. If you live in town, it's kind of an environment. Yeah. We're going to talk through this whole IBA thing, and you're just welcome to ask any questions. Parents, when the parents are brand new and they're saying, you know, I just don't understand this and this, and like, it's like learning a new language. You know, it's all that new vocabulary and a new culture and everything. The ballroom world is its own little world, and then IBA is its own little world inside of ballroom. So we don't do things exactly according to real ballroom. We do expert ballroom. Our website's listed. I don't know if you visited that, but the calendar is always there. And like sign up things. If you have little ones, you want to sign up for PWs, the link will be there for that. Those kind of registration things are always on the website. For contacting coaches, your children's coaches, on the bottom of every email that I send is the full list of all the coaches. If you ever need to get in touch with your coach, you can find their phone and their email on that. Sometimes I get an email and I don't have, you know, Sam's contact number. I just say, look on the bottom of the email. Just faster for you to do that and waiting for me to get that number too. All right, IBA, Idaho Ballroom Academy, is, we call this a recreational ballroom program. We are not, I'd like to say we're not serious about ballroom, but we're not serious about ballroom. We want, my goal is for kids to have a great time, to enjoy ballroom so much that it will become part of their life thing. They can, when they're older, they can keep doing ballroom. I've seen so many kids in serious, intensive, competitive programs that once they graduate from the program, they're done. They're burnt out. They just want to do other things. And that to me is so sad because I want this to be a lifetime thing for kids. And I think a lot of parents that are thinking, well, because I wish they knew how to dance. I wish they could go dancing. So I hope it becomes a lifetime thing. We see miracles in this program. We see a lot of great things. And you'll hear me say, you know, events and through the years as you stay in that, IBA is a blessed program. And I think it's blessed because it's so good for our kids. It gives them a lot of confidence, it gives them social groups, it gives them, you know, a physical activity. If there are other activities they can't do. We have athletes that dance, we have musicians that dance, that we try to make it fit in to their lives and be a really great component. And every year at the end of the year, when I'm like, why am I doing this again? I get those notes and letters that just say, you know, life changing. This has been life changing. It doesn't have to change life, but it can change life, and hopefully it will enhance lives. Our motto, and you will hear this a lot at IBA: blessed are the flexible, for they shall not get bent out of shape. That flexibility is so important with us because things happen and we just have to roll with it when things happen. And we hope that you never get frustrated with changes, just knowing sometimes things change, and sometimes things change last minute. And we're just like, it's okay, we're so flexible. We're like Gumby. Gumby should be our mascot. Really, I know the little ones don't know who Gumby is. Maybe you moms are so little, maybe you don't know who Gumby is. But flexibility is a great thing in this program. It just keeps everybody okay and not angry. But we went to the Junior Olympics this summer with one of our teams. And the head lady, I was talking to her and she was apologizing about all these changes. It was in California and Czech. They had so many restrictions they were trying to jump through and accommodate. So I'm so sorry for all these changes. And I said, hey, I told her our motto. She said, wait. And she wrote it down. And then when she opened the session, she's like, I just heard this thing and I'm going to say, this is our motto. And And all the IDA kids looked at me and I'm like, it's okay, we can share our motto. Anyone can adopt it, I didn't make it up. All right, so with that in mind, number one, the majority of our dancers are in the Madison School District. We know we have some Idaho Falls and Sugar and Rigby and Ryrie and surrounding, but really 90% of our kids are in Madison. And so if there's a major Madison thing, we will work around it. Homecoming is done. Homecoming was last week, so you don't have to work around homecoming. But you know, sometimes like a powder puff night, things like that, we're like, if 10 kids are gone to that, it's better not to have a team. When we get into music season, we just will know if your kids are in music, I always say, please send me schedules. My kids have graduated out of the school, so I don't have current schedules. But it's so helpful for me to have orchestra schedules and band schedules, choir, because then I can say, oh, there is a choir concert this night, and I know that 10 of our kids out of 20 on this team are in choir. Then we won't meet that night. And the kids that aren't in choir, like, don't be angry, because if you come to class, you're not gonna have partners to dance with. So it's better to just, we do sometimes a lot of Saturday makeup days for those kind of things. And now, previously, we didn't always have access on the weekends to the studios. And now in our own home, we will have access all the time, so we can make makeup days happen more easily. Number two, drop off and pick up. When we eventually, like when there are no more worker trucks here or garbage piles, or once it's striped, we're hoping that we have a loop to drive through, that you'll drive in and go to the right, parking diagonally on that fence, and there'll be center parking, that you make a big loop so that the drop off and pickup will be right by the sidewalk. And we hope that works well. I'll have to get in the group with that. And number three, like we do an email, a lot of email, like we get a monthly newsletter, and if there are other things, like a big event, then there'll be an email specific to the event, like that we had one for today. In between things, little things, we use that band app a lot. So if you've not downloaded that, please do, because a lot of information goes out on that band app. And it's one mom said, I hate babysitting an app, and I'm like, I know, but it's truly. Probably want to ask me about my warranty. The band app is just all the sometimes little things. If there's a last minute change, the band app is the fastest way to get things out. And questions, you can also contact each other. I'm still getting familiar. We started last year, so I'm still learning about it. But you can contact other members of the group. You can do a chat with other members. It's a safe place to be, to do a chat on there. So if you have a question specific, like just about your child or to another person, you don't have to be on the main thread of the whole team. You can chat it to me through that app, or you can text me. Teresa, did you have?
Oh, yeah, I did. Thanks. So on mine, I have the main, and I think for last year's the pre-junior, but I could probably just ask you later. I'm not seeing how to get on the junior one.
On Main, and I can tell you this, if you're on Main, scroll down through the post, because there's a post for each team with the link to that team. So look for her team, look for Junior Monday or Junior Tuesday. And there should be one there that would give you the link to Junior Tuesday. Is it?
I think I'm already on it. For some reason, I was looking, it doesn't show up, but my little icon is on that page, but on my screen thing, it doesn't show that band, so I have fear of missing out. All
It is I'll tell you what the picture is, it's a old-time record player handle thing.
All right, well, I don't mean to hold
So.
your thing just for me, but I'll work on that.
So the coaches might eventually replace the pictures, but if not, they're the random, whatever this app assigned to us.
Is that how we should contact coaches mostly? Or text
You're
or
welcome
just
to text
them?
them or chat them through the thing. I think people get frustrated if you have just a specific to your child question and it goes on the main thread, and then it's like ding, 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 but it's not anything to do with the whole group. So figure out how to find that little chat bubble.
You can if you created that. And then you can do like a direct message.
Yeah, you can direct message through that. This is also where the coaches will post the videos of what they've been doing in class, so that's super helpful to find there. And most, I think, just put it on the main thread. They can create galleries. I don't think any really are using the gallery format, but that's a helpful thing to be able to access the videos. All right. You really are welcome to call and text me too as well. Just never leave a voicemail. I talked to someone who said, I've left her 3 voicemails. I'm like, please don't, I just need to say that on the message, right?
If you
Don't
really
leave
want to
a
talk to
voicemail.
me, don't leave a message.
This is my voicemail, do not leave a message. So my husband likes to leave voicemails. I'm like, I don't know. I just don't ever see that there are voicemails there. And then I go in and see that there are 14.
Thanks for
I
calling.
just- Okay, classes, these are in general how the ages are divided up. We have mixed ages according to schedules or other kinds of needs. It's not like only 6th graders and preteens, but in general, those are kind of the ages. The pre-junior is a made up age level in the ballroom world. In the real ballroom world, there's preteens, juniors, and then seniors in the ballroom world is called youth. So when we go to a competition, anyone on our senior teams, what they compete is called youth. But for me, that's confusing. In the LDS culture, youth means like all the kids. And so we chose to say juniors, seniors, and just to clarify that. Pre-juniors competitively, when we go to competitions, will be in the preteen category. We just did that split to kind of have a defined age group. Okay. Is everyone in a carpool that needs to be in a carpool? I think we've gotten everybody in. Okay, carpools. Strike zone, this is our discipline approach. We have such good kids, but they are chatty and sometimes just, they're kids. So they know if they get strike 1, like I say, hey, Trevor, strike 1, means he was talking or doing something disruptive. It's just a warning. If he gets a strike 2 in class, I will email or text you, or the coach will contact you and just say, hey, 2 strikes today. And so we just ask you to talk to them about it. Strike 3 means you have to come, or another adult with them. We call the babysitter. They have to bring a babysitter to class. So I'm going to send your sons like right in your eyes. Helpful. I didn't notice. And so we've talked to them like, we know that none of your parents want to come babysit you, and so don't get a strike 3. So I've only had a strike 3 actual babysitter situation happen like 2 or 3 times. And those kids learned that their parents did not want to come sit with your ball class. Sometimes the coaches are hesitant to contact you on a strike 2. And I just tell them, as a parent, I would want to know right away if my child were causing a problem. I don't want to know 3 months later. I want to know that day that they were a problem. So don't be hesitant. Our coaches don't have teenagers or young kids yet, so they don't, they're hesitant. I said, no, these parents are paying for this. They register their kids. They don't want this to cause a problem. So I told them an example. I said, my very best friend, her son got a strike 2, and my daughter's like, I'm not going to email her. I said, yeah, trust me, email her. She did, and the reply was, dear Miss Amy, if so-and-so wants to live to see his 14th birthday, he may never get another strike in his class. I said, see? They don't want to have it happen. Okay, number 5, if we just want you to be wise with sending your kids to class. Obviously, if they're something with the symptoms that could be contagious or infectious, don't send them. But if they just don't feel good or have sprained an ankle or something, please have them come to class and watch, because they can learn so much more by watching than not being there at all. They can come and sit and watch. And some, it's interesting, they come start sitting and watching, and then they'll get up and dance. Suddenly their ankle doesn't hurt when they're here and want to dance. So we always encourage you to just say, oh, you can go watch, you don't have to stay home. And we do ask you to make class a priority if you can, to not miss for things that maybe, if there's a school requirement, they have to go to a choir concert, something like that, we understand that, but on things that are a choice, we ask them to come. It's hard and ballin' when a partner's not there. then someone's dancing without their partner whole class. So we say, please make this a priority for them.
Just to clarify, I told my senior team that if they miss the class before competition, misinformation, I will just pull them and put an alternate in. Unless they have a genuine, strep throat or family emergency. I said, I'm just gonna pull you because that's not fair. It's your partner to miss the class before the.
Yeah, it is tough to miss and not know what the latest is. Okay, orders, the team here, the yellow page will tell you everything that your dancer needs. For those that are brand new, the majority of you have the younger ones, preteens. They don't need a lot. So the boys only need the red t-shirt as far as what you get from us. Boys also need a white long sleeve shirt, black pants, and a tie. It can be any color. And then black socks, and we say not no shows, like socks that come up their leg. They may not have some. Go to Walmart and get some. Girls need a few more things. The things that you need to order from us are all here. Boys, red shirts. Kettle, we get all right here through Kettle. And I went to pick them up. He said, red shirts are on back order nationally. He said, I tried every brand that we carry. No one has red shirts. He said, red, black, and white. For whatever reason, he said everyone was out. So we have a few red shirts today. You're welcome to buy what is here. And if they're not here, we'll just use the order form. And then they said they think they'll be in 3 to 4 weeks for red shirts, as soon as we get those. So any questions as you're going around, I will help you figure out what you need to get. Let me show you about shoes. The preteen girls get shoes. We have like a progressive heel cut. I didn't bring up a 3. This is the preteen shoe. It's a 1.2 inch heel. Just starts them out easy and taller. And then when they move to junior team, juniors wear a 2.5 inch heel like this. Now, there are 2 different styles of shoe back there for this. The shoe that we've been wearing for over 10 years is now discontinued, and there aren't very many left in stock at the warehouse. So I have several straight back where it says discontinued shoes. Those are some of the style we've been wearing. Sorry, I need to turn that off. How do I turn this?
The little seams or pretty much.
Just that
Of course.
I have 1 foot in the tech world and 1 foot not. Okay, discontinued shoes, we'll still be wearing those for another 2 years because a lot of girls have those shoes and they're not gonna be worn out. So we're just gonna be in a transition for 2 years. So you're welcome to buy shoes from the discontinued area. And don't feel like no one else is going to be wearing them because the majority of returning dancers, that's what they have. And so we'll be joining it. This is the new shoe for juniors and seniors. The juniors are the 2.5 and the seniors is a 3 inch heel for senior teams. And then for senior dancers, this is called the smooth standard shoe. It's for the smooth and traveling dances like tango, waltz, booties, foxtrot. So the senior team girls need both the Latin sandal and a smooth shoe. And there are different styles of these as well. And you can get whatever style is back there. There are some in the discontinued. If there's some there that fit you, that's fine. If not, you can order. The shoes in the ordering sides are just for trying on today, not for buying. So just try them on and leave them there and then order those through the order form. There are quite a few used shoes. So you can look through there first if you want. Some are in good shape, some are in horrible shape. It's just up to you to look through that. In the back corner, there's a table that the free table is when we have dancers who have graduated out, bring all their gear back and said, if someone can use this, please. So that table is just dancers who have given their gear back, and you're welcome to pick whatever you want from that table. The other table that says used items are people that have brought back and want to sell their old gear. So you can shop back there first if you want to. There are duffel bags Totally optional, hoodies, totally optional if your dancers are going to get those. Those are the optional gear. Cinch bags, we have those little cinch backpack bags. I have a box of 100 somewhere. It is not here. So you can order that online, and I've got them right in stock, I just don't know where they are. I thought they were here.
Jane, I have a question. So when they're coming to class, is there a place for them to change when they get here?
Yes, so, okay, let's talk about the studio. Welcome to the new studio. It is a work in progress, it's been a work in progress for a year about. This room, this will be Studio 1, so this will be the senior team's room. Just straight down the hallway, and you're welcome to walk down there and look through those will be Studio 2, where the preteens, pre-juniors, and juniors will be. They're exactly the same size, so it's not bigger than the other. And then the hallway in between has 2 restrooms, and that's where they can go in and change. And they're both boy girl ones that handicap and one's regular, they can change in there. When they come. And there will be drinking fountains, there'll be drinking fountain inside each studio and 2 in the hallway, and there will be a vending machine too, for kids that are starving, sometimes they're starving. So, those I didn't say about these 3. Oh, we're hoping preteens and juniors will be here again this week, and seniors at the Woodman, and we're hoping by the following week, we'll have everything moved over here. We don't want to move the senior teams and the lift teams over here while we're still on cement, because they do a lot of floor stuff. And you just can't really slash and slide on a cement floor. We're waiting till our floors, and we've been waiting for the foam. We're doing floating floors, so there's a foam layer, and then a subfloor, and then a top layer. So, we're just waiting, we've been waiting on a foam for almost a month. So as soon as it's here, we'll install the floors. Okay, where are we? Dress code, what the kids should wear to dance every week is a team shirt. And then for girls, like black stretchy pants, like leggings or capris, and boys who are coming straight from school can just wear their jeans or whatever pants they wear at school. They don't have to change. To make that easy. And boys in preteens and pre-juniors don't have to buy dance shoes. They can wear whatever their school shoes are to dance in, but they will need black lace-up dress shoes for the competitions and performances. So wherever you'd like to get those. They're welcome to order shoes, we just don't require it. Their feet are growing fast and they're not sure if they're gonna stay on forever, so we just don't require it at this point, but they're welcome to get some if they want to. Costume fees, they're just a universal fee, it's just $30 per routine that we do, and it's really a rental fee, because we keep the costumes. It costs a lot more than that to make, and so we just try to equalize it as a couple. I mean, the girls' costumes always cost more when we're making a full dress versus a tie for a boy. So if your child's a boy, I hope you don't feel, like we paid $30 and all they gave was a tie, wear with our own white shirt and pants. It's really just think of it equalize as the partnership that you're paying for that costume. And we hope it comes out economically over all the years, because sometimes girls get a new dress that costs us, $200 or $300. And so it takes a long time to cover that. We reuse and reuse and reuse costumes, hoping to keep it affordable. So once you've been coming to the shows for a few years, you'll see that you see a lot of the costumes coming back around. And the other fees that we have, some pay for the competitions. The pre-teams go to the Christmas Classic in Fair and Rexburg, and the Gem State Classic that is in Idaho Falls. The junior and senior teams go to the Utah Classic, which is in Utah. Our concert, end of year concerts at the Madison High School Auditorium, and it's very pricey to rent. So we do a concert fee, each dancer pays a concert fee, and then we don't charge an admission. Then you can bring however many people you want to bring to that concert, and you don't have to buy separate tickets, and that helps offset some of the rental fee. Pictures and DVD, we'll do team pictures and individual pictures of all of the dancers in the spring, and we just do it as an online gallery, and you can go in and choose which pictures you want to download of your dancer, and you're welcome to then, you can order prints, or just post whatever you want to do with them. That has turned out to be so much better than making packets of printed pictures that you probably all have stacks of printed pictures that then you have to scan or something to be able to post them. So that works really well. Sam is our photographer. Sam's our team photographer. And snacks for the classes that come right after school, so that's Tuesday juniors and then the preteens, both preteens, they get a Capri Sun and a granola bar or Pop-Tarts for their after-school snack. If you would like something different for your dancer, you're welcome to bring it. If there are any food concerns or allergy concerns, some moms have just brought a bag and put their name on it, and so that's what we get out each week for that particular dancer. We're happy to do that. I know they're not healthy snacks, but it's what they like. So, this week I put out granola bars and Pop-Tarts for one team, just to, as an experiment. 100% took Pop-Tarts. So I'm like, why did you all take Pop-Tarts? Because they're the best. All right, we're gonna have Sherilyn talk just a little bit about the accounts and payments, and then you'll meet with her up here to set that all up. Just in general, I don't think I told you that.
So I created a spreadsheet for each of you, for each of your dancers, there's a spreadsheet, and on it kind of goes, it shows kind of what Jamie just said, all the fees. And then it has, if you pay upfront by October 1st, you get 10% discount on tuition only, which is really nice, or you can do monthly payments. So you'll meet with me with separate forms. If you're with Beehive and you're doing monthly payments, it's really easy. If you're not with Beehive, we do have to have a voided check to do the monthly and do those on October 10th and October. And because we're at the end of the month, I do need the monthly payments by October 1st in order for them to get processed and traps. So it's very simple. You'll just come with me, I'll go over your payment, and then we have a total based on how you want to pay. But we do have a spreadsheet for everybody, so that's pretty cool.
Well, can we just clap for that?
We have, we've been doing this a long, long time. And it's gone from me just having a notebook, writing down everyone's payments, and then handing it to me at some point. And to, it's just been refined and refined, and this method has truly worked so well. If you either have prepaid or set up your monthly, then you don't ever have to think about it again the rest of the year. And it's just easier for you, easier for us, and it's just worked so well. I'm sure your lives are like mine. I just missed those, I'm supposed to pay dance this week. And also we decided to just equalize the payments, like costume payments. I know it's traditional for kids have done other dance programs, like in November, you have a big costume fee due, and then again, like in April, a big costume fee due. And we decided, let's just spread add up the grand total and split it up into equal monthly payments. And then you never hit with a giant costume fee during the year. Or it's like, well, now this is due, well, now this is due. So that's just how my mind works. I'm simple.
It's good, you like.
I like it.
I like.
I'm glad you like it. Tech classes and private lessons, completely optional. Just when parents say, what can I do to help my child get better? And like, put them in other classes. Meeting once a week for an hour, they'll get to a certain level. But if they really want to excel, then they've got to be in outside instruction, just like in anything, if they're in junior high band, they're gonna get to a certain level, but they're only gonna get better if they take lessons outside of that. So that's the idea behind it. The very hard thing about that is the limitation of boys. There are only so many boys that want to meet other than their one team a week. And so that's the limiter. Like almost every girl would want to do it, but there are only so many boys. So that's the very tricky thing about them. And as you know, as you've read, we have lots of double boys. That boys will be on more than one team so that we can have all the girls dance. We're a non-audition program, which means we try and fit everybody that wants to dance onto a team, but boys are always the limiter. We have many, many boys on 2 teams. We have 1 boy on 3 teams. So by the time they're on 2 teams, then if they take a tech class, and then if they're on lift, we have some boys that are on 4 things a week. So it's just a lot. And I know some girls have been emailing me like, I can't find a boy to take tech class. And I'm like, I think they're all taken. So sadly, that's part of the reality of ballroom. Performances and competitions. Everything that's listed on this calendar, your dancer is expected to go to, because sometimes I get a message from a parent like, is this mandatory? I'm like, yeah. Yes. When you're on a team, you go to all the things, especially in ballroom when it's partnered, because if your dancer doesn't go, then there's someone without a partner to dance with. So it's critical, I just want you to mentally say, yeah, everything that's on here that my child's team is listed for, they are expected to be at, unless of course, there's some extenuation.
My daughter they're doing the Nutcracker ballet on December 4th.
It is, yes, we have several ballet girls. They are done by 6 and the Nutcracker is like at 7:30 or something. In fact, the girls are done by about 4. The preteens.
The preteen.
They're done between 4 and 5. We've worked it out so that they can get to the Nutcracker, because we do have several girls in that. Yeah. That is a conflict. And I know looking ahead, spring concert, May 7th, if you've got kids in band, I know May 7th is the lagoon day for band. So that's a very hard one. It's hard one. Looking way ahead, summer travel, you can start looking at that. Next summer will be Europe. It was supposed to be 2000 and then 2001, hopefully 2022. I said the wrong dates, but you know what I meant. Hopefully 22, the Europe trip will happen. We are strong believers in travel and the travel experience, especially growing up in Rexburg. After one daughter said to me, going to Niagara Falls, that really freaks me out. I'm like, you gotta get out. Europe is a magnificent experience, but it's very expensive. So it's something like if your child wants to do it, start planning now, because it's very expensive. We spent 3 weeks in Europe. We do dance festivals and we meet with church youth groups there.
And is, at what age are they eligible to go out?
It's 9th through 12th grades. 9th through 12th.
Oh, perfect.
California, normally after California or after Europe, we do California. It's so fun. For me, it's ideal because families can go, but there are also friends there. So your kids can spend time with friends if they want to, and just you can have family time. We do Disneyland and Universal Studios at equal time. It's just kind of a normal California week. I do not know if we'll be doing that. Oh, I totally wrote wrong. I didn't update that when I updated 22. That would be 23. The Junior Olympics lady just called me last week and said she is considering doing the 23 Junior Olympics in Orlando. I wanted to know if we would be interested. And I just told her I will set up a poll. So you'll be seeing a poll on band or on email saying, is that something you'd be interested in, or how many are interested? She's like, how many of your dancers do you think would come to that? I said, I have no idea. So 23 might be Orlando Junior Olympics instead of California. So we'll just go from there. Let's see. All right, the calendar, I think you can look through the main things. The first real event for our preteens and juniors will be December 4th. That's at Madison Junior High School. It says all day, but each age group is there about 2 to 3 hours for their specific event. So you won't be there all day. And then January 16th, the East Idaho Ballroom concert. That date has not been confirmed. That's when it usually is, but we haven't gotten confirmation this year. March 24th, 25th, and 26th is our major competition of the year. And we're like a recreational program that goes to competitions. So it's a big, big, important event, but we do not live and die by competitive results. We want to go and do well, but it's not all about winning. The preteens go just one day. They go on Thursday of that week. They are there really all day. They have team events and then individual events, which means with a partner. And then the juniors and seniors are Friday and Saturday. And I think that, and then the next major thing is May 7th, the spring concert. And we have 3 shows. We split it up, like we have two shows by age group, and then we have one highlight show that each team does one routine. So that everybody can see the full spectrum. And then summer camp, we're not sure today because we need to figure out with Europe to our house summer camp will fit in. Okay, that is everything I need to tell you about that page. What questions do you have? Candy? Oh, thank you. Candy assigns our sewing mothers to come into each class to do costume fittings. We'll bring in the costume set that they'll be wearing, and each dancer will have a costume on, and the seamstress will be measuring and tugging and pulling. And we just want you to talk to your children and tell them it's okay for the seamstresses to be touching them in that way. You know, we want to be sensitive to that. We don't want anyone to be freaked out or think they shouldn't be touched, like with tape measures or, you know, if hands are adjusting or anything. If you would prep your children for that, that's really helpful in that way.
We try to always have at least 2 belts or 3 belts of never one leave or leave. They're all on the line, so we keep it.
And thanks for reminding me that. Anything else? There's nothing else. We'll let you get up and start shopping or talking to Sharon.
Did you talk about, like optional syllabus?
Oh, no, we didn't talk specific, thank you. Syllabus, over this says syllabus, and that means at the competition, they will be dancing with a partner, and the syllabus dances means like bronze foxtrot is beginning foxtrot, and that's what our preteens do. And they compete in bronze foxtrot. It's called syllabus dance. They can only do dances on this bronze foxtrot list. That's the foxtrot syllabus. And so at the competition, girls wear a black top and black skirt, and the boys wear a white top, and he can wear black or blue or dark gray pants, and any color tie. So there are a lot of skirts here for girls if you want to get a skirt here, or if you have a black skirt and want to find your own, it's totally fine. The pants over here are Latin pants, and preteens don't need to get Latin pants, but when they're juniors, Latin pants are required for juniors and seniors. You can look at those. The silver shirts for men are like a stretchy, more form-fitted shirt, and they're really nice to wear, but they're not required. Boys, you can just wear a long sleeve button-up white shirt of your own to do that. Kenny, do you have a lot of used Latin pants over there? You can look through those as well. And Candy sews. She sews all of those syllabus shirts and skirts as well. So she can custom make the size to you as well if anything doesn't work for your sizes. I think that's it. Anything else? Okay, all right, there you go. You have 45 minutes. Woo, that was cool. All right, if we haven't met you, I'd love to meet you in person, and we'll help you with any of your things when if you are buying anything, you can check out here or you can share it It's not over yet. Everything is